Welcome back, students. In today's video, from the chapter Tangents and Secants, we are going to start from question number 12 from exercise 18A. From the point P outside a circle with center O, tangents PA and PB are drawn. Prove that angle AOP is equal to angle BOP and OP is bisector of the chord AB. So first we analyze the question and we draw a diagram for the sum. From the point P outside the circle with center O, tangent PA and PB are drawn. So let us draw the diagram. So we have a circle with center O. From a point P outside the circle, if there is a point P outside the circle with center O, tangents PA and PB are drawn. So we draw a tangent PA and PB. So here point of contact is like this. We have to prove that angle AOP, that is, now when you join this OA, this is radius, OB is also radius, and we draw a line here, OP. We have to prove angle AOP, this angle, is equal to angle BOP. And also we should show OP is bisector of the chord AB. So if I draw a chord AB, I have to show this is bisector. Bisector means 90 degree here. Now in this diagram, when you say OA is radius and AP is a tangent, we know this is perpendicular here. Similarly, OBP is also perpendicular. So now let us do this. So first, what is given for us? Circle with center O and tangents from the external point P. So we know PA is equal to PB. So we join OA, OB, which is radius of the circle. Now for the first subdivision, to prove angle AOP is equal to angle BOP, we join OP. So when we join OP, we get triangle AOP and triangle BOP. We join OP, so triangle AOP and triangle BOP. So in these two triangles, you know AP is equal to BP because tangents from external points are equal. Tangents from external point are equal. And then you know OA is equal to OB. This is radius of the circle. Then OP is common. Therefore, by SSS, triangle AOP is similar to triangle BOP. So we can say even because by SSS triangle AOP is congruent to triangle BOP. So angle AOP is equal to angle BOP by CPCT. So we have proved the first subdivision. Now for the second subdivision, when we draw a chord AB, that is you are joining A and B. Now let this chord touches the circle and in the chord let it meets the side OP at M. Okay, so now draw a chord AB. M touches the OP from AB. So now we can see when it touches this diagram, you see here we have a triangle OAM and triangle OBM. So we consider these two triangles now. So consider triangle OAM and triangle OBM. OA is equal to OB. What is it? Radius. Also, we can see OM is common to both the triangle. OM is common. And angle AOM is equal to angle OBM. Angle AOM is equal to angle BOM. Because this is as similar as angle AOP is equal to angle BOP. This we have already proved. So that AOP, BOP we cut short to AOP and BOP we proved by first subdivision. So this we cut short to AOM to angle BOM. That is what we have written. Angle AOM is equal to angle BOM. So in this we can see triangle OAM is congruent to triangle OBM by SAS, side angle sine. So what happens? AM is equal to MB by CPCT. Now when we say AM is equal to MB, also angle OMA is equal to angle OMB. That is also by CPCT, because in the congruent triangles, even the angles are all equal, CPC by CPCT. But we know from the diagram, angle OMA plus angle OMB is 180 degree because it is a straight line, cardinal straight line, and it is a linear pair. We can take it as linear pair also. Now these two are sum up to 180 and these two are also equal. Therefore, angle OMA is equal to OMB, which should be equal to 90 degree. Then only we will get it as 180. Therefore, OM is perpendicular to AB. OM is perpendicular to AB. That OM we can extend it to OP is perpendicular to AB. This is what the second solution. So the diagram analyzing is very important. They have given a circle with center O, and from the external point P, two tangents are drawn, PA and PB. So we know PA is equal to PB. And when we join OA and OB, we know this is radius of the circle. So for the first subdivision, to prove angle AOP and angle BOP, when we join OP, we consider the triangle AOP and BOP. In that we know the tangents from the external point are equal, radius are equal, OP is common. By SSS, you get these two triangles are congruent. So angle AOP is equal to angle BOP by CPCT. Next, for the second subdivision, we have to draw the chord. We will join the point of contact A and B and make one chord which passes through the OP at M. Now in this we consider the triangle AOM, BOM. In this AOM and BOM, you know OM is common, OA and OB are radius equal, and angle AOM is equal to angle BOM, because we have already proved AOP is equal to BOP. So that BP is cut short to the point M. So angle AOM is equal to angle BOM. So in this by SAS postulate, these two triangles are congruent. So by CPCT, AM and MB are equal. So when they are equal, the angles containing them are also equal. That is also by CPCT. But by diagram, we know that is a straight line, linear pair. So it is 180 degree. And the angles are equal and they sum up to 180. So both the angles should be equally 90 degree. 90 degree means what? It is perpendicular bisector. So that way we have completed the second subdivision. Next, question number 13. In the given figure, two circles touch each other externally at point P. AB is the direct common tangent of these circles. Prove that tangent at point P bisects AB and angle APB is 90 degree. So, how to understand this question? First, we analyze the diagram. So, they have given two circles touch each other. See, we have two circles with center O and O dash. They both touch each other externally at point P. Now, AB is a direct common tangent to this circle. Now, when we join from the point of contact A to the point of contact P, we have AP, similarly BP. Now we have to show this tangent at P bisects AB. That means, suppose to the point of contact, if we draw a tangent like this dotted line is one tangent, okay? If I consider this tangent is perpendicular to AB we have to show, and also we have to show angle APB. This angle should be 90 degree. So hope you would have understood the diagram. Now let us do the sum. So now what is given for us? Given two circles with center O and O dash touch each other at externally at point P, and A and B are point of contact for both the circles with tangent AB. Now AP, BP are joined. Also, we draw a tangent through P. We draw a tangent T dash if you take, no? So, through the P, we draw a tangent. This tangent we write it as T and T dash. Now, we have to prove. So, first subdivision, what we have to prove? This tangent T dash bisects AB. So, first we will prove it. So, for us, no. For this two circle, this is this external point T. So, we can say TA is equal to TP. Similarly, from the external point T, TB is equal to TP. So, we write now TPD is bisects AB from external point T to the circle O, to the circle with center O, TA equal to TP. Similarly, from the external point P to the circle O dash, to the circle with center O dash, TB is equal to TP. Therefore, TA is equal to TB, because here LHS are equal, so RHS is also equal. TA is equal to TB. If you can, we can make it as first equation, second equation. Therefore, from 1 and 2, TA is equal to TB. When these two are equal, see the diagram, TA is equal to TB means it should be the bisector. So, therefore, TP T dash is bisector of AB. Now, consider triangle ATP. In triangle ATP, TA equal to TP. Since they are equal, angle TAP is equal to angle TPA. Make it as third equation. Similarly, in triangle BTP, TB is equal to TP. Therefore, angle TBP is equal to angle TPB. This is fourth equation. So we add now, adding 3 and 4. Angle TAP plus angle TBP is equal to angle TPA plus angle TPB. But from diagram, no, angle TPA and TPB. See the diagram? Angle TPA and TPB together gives us angle APB. So we replace this RHS TAP plus angle TBP equal to angle APB. Okay, TPA and TPB is equal to angle APB from figure. So when we got like this, no, TAP and TPB is 90 degree because we have proved they are equal bisector. So what we do, we consider in triangle APB, in triangle APB, angle TAP plus angle TBP plus angle APB equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property of triangle. Now these two are bisector, we have already proved, each are equal to 90 degree. So this two and angle APB equal to 180. Therefore, angle APB will become 90 degree. 180 minus 90, 90 degree. That is what we should prove. So angle APB is perpendicular to the tangent. We have proved it. Next, question number 14. Tangents AP and AQ are drawn to a circle with center O from the exterior point A. Prove that angle PAQ is equal to 2 times angle OPQ. The question is, tangents AP and AQ are drawn to a circle with center O from the exterior point A. We have to prove angle PAQ is equal to 2 times angle OPQ. So first we draw the diagram. For the sum they have not given the diagram, they have given only the question. We draw the diagram and we prove it. So they have given tangents AP and AQ are drawn to a circle with center O. That means from the external point A, tangents AP and AQ are drawn to a circle to the center O from the exterior point A. We have to prove angle PAQ. This angle is equal to 2 times angle OPQ. So what we do? We join this OP and OQ. From the diagram, you know these two are radius. Now let us draw a line, join O and A. We have to show this, prove that we have to prove angle PAQ is 2 times angle OPQ. OPQ means what? P and Q we should join. It has to be a chord. So the diagram will be like this. Now let us prove. So what is given? Given AP is equal to AQ because from the external point A, tangents AP is equal to AQ. then OP is equal to OQ, radius of the circle. And we know angle OPA is equal to angle OQA, 90 degree. Okay, now consider. Now when we join all this, you can see this diagram as a quadrilateral, OPAQ. So we are going to consider quadrilateral. Consider quadrilateral OPAQ. In this, now we have proved no angle OPA equal to OQA 90 degree because they are radius and it touches the tangent at 90 degree. So we write OP is perpendicular to PA, OQ is perpendicular to QA. So therefore, in quadrilateral, angle POQ plus angle PAQ plus angle OPA plus angle OQA all will give you 360 degree. Sum of all the angles in quadrilateral is 360. Therefore, angle POQ plus angle PAQ, then we can substitute here this as 90 plus 90 equal to 360. So, angle POQ plus angle PAQ is equal to 180 because 360, this 90 plus 90, 180 goes other side, 360 minus 180, 180 degree. We make it as first equation. Now we consider in triangle OPQ, you know OP equal to OQ, radius of the circle. And angle OPQ is equal to angle OQP. Because the sides are equal, the angles containing them are also equal. Also, angle POQ plus angle OPQ plus angle OQP is equal to 180 degree, angle sum property of the triangle. In this, we can write POQ plus angle OPQ. This OQP even we can write as OPQ because these two angles are equal. No, we are rewriting that as OPQ is equal to 180. Therefore, angle POQ plus 2 times angle OPQ equal to 180 degree. This is second equation. See now here in first equation, POQ plus PAQ is 180 and here POQ plus 2 times angle OPQ is 180. So we compare 1 and 2. Compare 1 and 2. In angle POQ plus angle PAQ is equal to angle POQ plus 2 times angle OPQ. Because RHS are 180, we are equating LHS equal to LHS. Now in this POQ and POQ is common. It gets cancelled. So angle PAQ is equal to T times 2 times angle OPQ, which we have to prove. In question number 15 now, next question. 2 parallel tangents of a circle meet a third tangent at points P and Q. Prove that PQ subtends a right angle at the center. What is given? 2 parallel tangents of a circle meet the third tangent at points P and Q. Prove that PQ subtends a right angle at the center. Diagram is not given. So let us draw a diagram based on given information and we prove PQ subtends right angle at the center. So in our question they have given there is a circle with center O. 2 parallel tangents meet a circle. So let us have a 2 parallel tangents like this. So if we have this AP is one tangent, BQ another tangent. Okay. So these two AP is parallel to BQ. These 2 parallel tangents of a circle meet the third tangent at points P and Q. Okay. So now what we do? We draw one more tangent and let us have this is as a point P and this is as a point Q. So this is a tangent AP and BQ, they are parallel. And when we join PQ, it will become one more third tangent. Let us touch the point of contact at C. Now we have to prove PQ, this PQ tangent the third tangent PQ subtends right angle at the center. That is this PQ. When we join with the right center, that is OP and OQ. This angle should be right angle. PQ tangent subtends right angle at the center. So with this diagram and the information, shall we join now? OA is a radius, OB is a radius. So we know this is going to be 90 degree. Now when we joined OP, these two angles are here. No, is it not? So this is if I consider angle 1, angle 2. Similarly, if I consider here, this is angle 3 and angle 4. So we have angle 1, angle 2, angle 3, angle 4. And now OC is also radius. So this is also 90 degree. So from the given information, we have drawn a circle and the two tangents parallel tangents AP and BQ we have drawn, and from the point PQ there is third tangent. PQ is a third tangent which touches the circle at point C, point of contact. We have to show this tangent subtends right angle at the center. We have to prove POQ is 90 degree. So now from the given information and from the diagram, we join now OA, OB, OC, all are radius of the circle. So we know now OAP is 90, OBQ is 90, OCP is 90, OCQ is 90. Based on all this information, let us prove it now. So what we are doing now, given a circle, what and all is given? A circle with center O. A circle with center O, tangents AP is parallel to BQ and third tangent PQ intersect them. The third tangent PQ intersect them. We joined OP, OQ. Join OP, OQ. Now also join OA, OB, OC. Therefore, OA equal to OB equal to OC, radius of the circle. Now what we have to prove? Angle POQ is 90 degree. Consider triangle OAP and triangle OCP. In this triangle, OA equal to OC, radius, and OP is common. AP equal to PC, because from external point P, tangents AP equal to PC. From the external point P, the tangents are equal. So, by SSS, therefore, by SSS, triangle OAP is congruent to triangle OCP. Now we proved congruent. So, by CPCT, angle APO is equal to angle CPO. We make it as first equation. Now in this diagram we have proved APO is equal to CPO. These two angles are equal. So we can consider now this full angle APC. So also angle APC is 2 times angle CPO. I can make it. So I'll make this as first equation. Also, angle APC is equal to 2 times angle CPO. So like that, no. When we considered OAP and OCP, we got angle APC is 2 times angle CPO. So similarly, in triangle OBQ and triangle OCQ, we can prove OB equal to OC, radius, and then OQ is common. OQ is common. Then we can prove QB equal to QC. This is from external point Q, tangents QB equal to QC. So now what happens? By SSS, triangle OBQ is congruent to triangle OCQ. Therefore, by CPCT, angle OQB is equal to angle OQC. Therefore, angle BQC we can write as 2 times angle CQO or OQC. Okay, we'll make it as second equation. Now from this 1 and 2, no, from the diagram, from the given figure, angle APC plus angle CQB equal to 180 degree. Because that the lines tangents AP is parallel to BQ. So what happens? PQ will transversal. So the sum of interior angles of transversal is 180 degree. Therefore, sum of interior angles of transversal is 180 degree. That is why we got angle APC plus angle CQB is 180 degree. So we write now angle APC plus angle CQB equal to 180. But angle APC what we got now? 2 times angle CPO plus 2 times angle CQO equal to 180. 2 times angle CPO plus 2 times angle CQO is 180. So 2 is common. We can take it out. Angle CPO plus angle CQO equal to 180. Therefore, angle CPO plus angle CQO equal to 90 degree. So now we consider triangle POQ. In triangle POQ, angle CPO plus angle CQO plus angle POQ equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property of the triangle POQ. But now CPO and CQO we got it as 90. We substitute plus angle POQ equal to 180. Therefore, angle POQ will become 180 minus 90, 90 degree. So angle POQ is 90, which we have to prove. That is what we have proved now. POQ is 90 means PQ. Therefore, PQ subtends a right angle at the center. We have proved. Next question number 60. ABC is right angle triangle with AB 12 cm and AC 13 cm. A circle with center O has been inscribed inside the triangle. Calculate the value of X, the radius of inscribed circle. X is the radius of inscribed circle. So the diagram is given here. There is a triangle ABC right angled at B. AB is 12 cm. AC is 13 cm. A circle with center O is inscribed. and we have to find this radius. From the diagram, you can understand now, since angle B 90 degree, this is hypotenuse. And also for the circle, B is external point. So B, if I consider this as a point of contact here, this is L, this is M, and this is N. BL equal to BM. From the external point C, CM is equal to CN. From the external point A, AL equal to AN. So when the circle is inscribed inside a triangle, we consider these vertices of the triangle are the external point, so that the point of contact on the circle to that are the tangents. So we use the property from the external point, the tangents are equal in length. We use that property and let us calculate the value of x. So they have given a triangle ABC right angled at B, and there is a small circle inscribed in the triangle. At the point of contact, we will take it as L, M, N with circle with center O. Now you know, when I join OL from the point of contact, this is the radius, OM is the radius, ON is the radius of the circle. And since it is radius, we know this is 90 degree. Here it is 90, this is 90. Now full measurement AB is given as 12 centimeter. Full measurement AC is given as 13 centimeter. Now we know from this diagram, from the external point B, BL equal to BM. From the external point C, CM equal to CN. From the external point A, AL equal to AN. So we are going to use all these measurements now. And when we draw this, you can see this looks like one square, because you know, this is 90, this is also 90, and here the adjacent sides are also equal, angles are 90, OMBL, this is one square. So we do the sum now. What is given? In triangle ABC, angle B is 90, and OL is perpendicular to AB, OM is perpendicular to BC, ON perpendicular to AC. After joining, we find LBMO is a square, because angle B equal to angle L equal to angle M, adjacent sides are 90 degree. Okay, so and OM equal to OL, which is X. So adjacent sides are equal, adjacent angles are 90 degree. So it is square. Now LB equal to BM equal to OL is equal to OM equal to ON, all are radius. Okay. Now here these two are X. So we consider, so square, no, all sides are equal. BM is equal to L. This is also X. That is what we have written. Now, when you see the diagram, now we consider this as X, the full measurement AB as 12. So what is AL? AL is 12 minus X. So we do that one now. Now we consider, first we have to consider to find what is BC. Consider in triangle ABC, angle B 90 degree. By Pythagoras theorem, AC squared is AB squared plus BC squared. AC is given as 13, AB is given as 12. We have to find what is BC. So 169 minus 144 under the root symbol is BC, which is root of 25, which is will become 5 centimeter. Now, AB is 12, BL is X, therefore AL is 12 minus X. Similarly, BC we found it as 5 centimeter, BM equal to X. Therefore, CM is equal to 5 minus X. But CM is equal to CN because from external point C, tangents CM is equal to CN. CM is equal to CN. CM we got it as 5 minus X. That is CN now. So CN is equal to 5 minus X. Now you see the diagram. When we got CN as 5 minus X, the whole AC is 13. AC is 13. CN is 5 minus X. Therefore, what is AN? From the full AC, we have to subtract CN. That is 13 minus of 5 minus X. 13 minus 5 plus X. 13 minus 5. You will get it as? So, we will get it as 8 plus X. So, now. AC is equal to 13 centimeter. AC can be split as AN plus NC is equal to 13 centimeter. But now we got AN is what? Okay, let us have AN. NC we got it as 5 minus X is 13 centimeter. Now, AN is equal to AL because from external point A, tangents AN is equal to AL. So, AN, what we got AL now? Therefore, AN equal to AL, which is 12 minus X. So, we substitute now. AC is 13 centimeter. AC can be written as AN plus NC is 13 centimeter. AN is 12 minus X. And NC is 5 minus X is equal to 13 centimeter. 12 plus 5, 17 minus 2x is 13 centimeter, or 17 minus 13 is 2x. In 17 minus 13, 4 is 2x. So, x is equal to 2 centimeter. But what is x? Radius of the circle. Therefore, radius of circle x is equal to 2 centimeter. Okay. So, the sum is very important sum for a 4-mark question. So, once again you watch the video, try to understand, any doubts get clarified. So, in today's class we have done up to question number 16. Let us continue from question number 17 in the next video.